Hello, welcome back to another episode of Mountain Gym Card Collectibles. And today I just want to talk about eBay resellers. Not so much sports cards sellers, but just overall eBay resellers. And how I enjoy watching their episodes crash and burn. As they talk about not making any sales, as they talk about things that you can try to make sales with, which honestly, none of it works. I mean, I was watching some of these guys for years, and then I just stopped watching them, and I'm like, I'm doing just as good not watching these guys as when I was watching them. They really don't give you much good advice. They really don't. And you begin to realize that it's really not about a YouTube, eBay reseller who wants to give back to the community. Let's just say that. And I think a lot of people believe that these eBay resellers are here to be your saving grace, to be that individual who is going to help you through this. But as I found a lot of these sellers, that are quitting, that hopped on, that are hopping off because their sales are going down, or how many numerous reselling videos have I seen where I quit reselling? Yeah, that's about right, I would almost say that what the eBay resellers are on eBay is propaganda. And you might ask yourself, what do you mean propaganda? Well, these people have to put out episodes every day. They're likely monetized by YouTube. So they have to come up with something to talk about, and they'll sit there and, talk about, hey, they got some sales, and some of these guys may talk about the sales that they got, and other people may keep informing their viewers of every little bit of news that changes on the eBay platform or whatever, which is pointless. I mean, it doesn't really do me much good having a influencer, trying to be the, every little change we have to talk about guy. That doesn't do me any good. Eventually, you begin to see, well, how does this work? Well, it takes two. It takes YouTube and it takes a greedy, selfish eBay reseller that likes to hype up stuff and pretend things are different than they really are. And if you're just starting on eBay and you're watching these guys, you may buy into the grift, but I'm just giving you a warning. It's a grift. eBay wants to make money. These eBay resellers that are the big supposed gurus of eBay want to make money off of their channels. And you begin to realize it's not so much about them making sales as it's about them making money off their channel. And to an extent, the eBay thing feels like a grift after doing it for years and years. I just, I mean, sales have tanked, and a lot of these guys are talking about it, and that's great. But I guess the issue I have is the constant pandering of these eBay resellers on every little thing, and how there's a million of them out there, and how everyone seems to feel like they're highly knowledgeable with eBay when it really feels like eBay to me feels like you have to have an inside track. You have to know people in the eBay corporation to get sales. I mean, you have to throw a bunch of money at eBay to get sales on your products. And so I guess I am just, every time I see one of these guys crashing and burning, I love it. Because honestly, their advice has been nothing but crashing and burning for me the entire time. Their advice is worthless. And, here I have some pictures of an influencer jumping off of a cliff with an eBay box. Notice there's no parachute, there's stupidity. That's about right. The blind leading the blind. YouTube likes to get money from views, so they have to hype up the BS eBay stuff. The eBay influencer likes to make money off of his channel, so he has to hype up every little thing that happens on his channel. which is funny to watch some of these guys that were doing good, and then all of a sudden I'm watching them day in day out, and there's no sales, and it's just like, hey, welcome to the club. A lot of that comes from your advice too, buddy. A lot of them, if you get into it, they'll sit and want to argue with you. I got into a back and forth with a big eBay reseller this past March, or I think it was March. And the reason why is because he admitted, what his day was. And I wish everyone could watch that episode of this. I don't want to pick on him. I should. I should just name who it is, but I won't. But he's a big eBay reseller. He's always in his shed, always showing people all of his sales, before he gives his crappy 2-cent advice every day. The guy is worthless. I wish that YouTube would just shut the guy off, because, I mean, if anyone's going to lead you down a dark path, it's that guy. I mean, he sells the dream, but it's a nightmare. Anyway, got into a back and forth with him, and the reason why is because he basically admitted what he did every day. He spends, just a few hours with his eBay business, and hours doing his filming, eBay studio stuff, and then you realize, oh, this guy isn't really so much about eBay reselling as he is about making money off of YouTube. Because obviously that's the cash cow with these guys. It's not the eBay sales. I mean, if you're someone that believes it like me, and I've seen these channels, they pop up, they shut down, they couldn't make it. You want to know why they couldn't make it? Is because they're not wealthy. I have a sense that a lot of these eBay influencers go into it wealthy and pretend they're not wealthy, and then they give a bunch of advice because all they care about is monetizing their channel and making money off the channel. And I just said it. And it's taken me a few years to figure it out, but I stopped watching these eBay influencers this past summer, and I'm like, well, I'm still getting my sales. I'm still doing what I do. Honestly, none of their advice ever helped me at all. Honestly, it just felt like it was narcissism directly towards their ability to make profits off of the channel. And so as every eBay channel that popped up crashes, I'm cheering it. As every big eBay influencer crashes and burns, I'm cheering it. As every, big eBay person who pretended that they were making big sales off of their eBay store, or just literally pandering to their audience to get eBay sales, and they're in the, crashing and burning mode as well. And I love it. I love it. Call me a villain. Call me what you want, but I love watching all of you crash and burn. Even sports card influencers. I love it. Crash and burn some more. Crash and burn some more, because honestly, that's all your crappy advice has done for a lot of people. Because it's not about advice. It's not about goodwill. It's not about helping your neighbor. It's about making your damn money off your damn monetized YouTube channel. And that's about it. You're just a bunch of losers who honestly, maybe you should be doing something else, because your crappy eBay advice for sports cards, for overall eBay selling, has just been garbage. Dookies. Worthless. Pointless. What is the point of any of it? I hope you all crash and burn. All the big eBay influencers. All of you. You all deserve it. Why? Because you're a bunch of damn liars. You're a bunch of grifters. And that's all you wake up to do and make your money off your monetized YouTube channel. Well, aren't you special? Why don't you come down to earth with the rest of us who are struggling day in and day out just to make $1? You're a joke, man. And so everyone that crashes and burns, I am like literally the audience that's like eating popcorn, clapping my hands. Leave YouTube, please. And maybe we can get someone who is honest about this stuff, who just doesn't give a shit about monetizing their channel. And I bought into it. Hook, line, and sinker. I have an LLC dedicated to eBay, but I'm honestly just going, you know what? I could just turn it off. I'm going to say it, eBay is all about eBay, isn't it? I mean, it's kind of like we're here trying to deal with this massive narcissistic corporation that, every time you make $1, they're taking out 60 cents, if not more, that dollar. Because why do they feel that they deserve it? It's not their goods. Oh, it's their website. It's eBay's narcissism. And then you have the narcissism of the YouTube influencer who wants to explain every time that they wipe their butt with eBay paper. I mean, give me a break, man. Give me a break. Look at my channel. I try and be honest. I try and be helpful. I try and, but you know what? People would rather buy the lies and buy the nightmares than buy the truth. That's just it. Isn't that what life is? I mean, I keep showing these AI created pictures of eBay influencers holding their cameras, talking how great eBay is as they're flying off of a cliff. Because isn't that the truth? Unless you're one of the wealthy eBay influencers who just hopped on the platform, and just to get your monetized YouTube channel. But if you're someone like me who actually needs to survive off of eBay sales, you're going, you know what? This is not the way to do it. I was sold a bunch of BS, And then once you begin to figure it out, oh, you want to make 100,000? Well, you got to invest about 75, 80,000, because there's a good chance you'll only make about 20% overall. And that I have churned through my numbers, and that's about it. If you want to make 120,000 off eBay, well, then you better invest 100,000 on eBay. And that's just that's really the elephant in the room that these big eBay influencers will never admit. It's a total joke. It's a total scam. It's a total scheme. eBay's a scheme. The whole damn thing's a scheme. Before you know it, you'll just be back to having yard sales and this and that, and you'll probably be making more money than dealing with a bunch of scam artists on eBay, a bunch of scam artists on YouTube trying to puff up their channels. Every time they wipe their butts, they have to talk about it. It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. No one watches my channel, but that's why I can just enjoy ranting on about this stuff. Who cares? But it's true. eBay influencers are a joke. And if you stop watching them, you're going to do just as good, maybe even better. Yeah, think about that. Just turn off the channel. Just turn off YouTube. They're not helping you out. All YouTube cares is hyping up a bunch of losers that aren't helping anybody at all. Why? Because YouTube only cares about money. Every time someone plays something, they can play an ad. They don't care about if they're really, giving any goodwill to, their audience at all, So I'm just saying, I guess I just love turning on my YouTube. And who knows, maybe I will just turn my eBay selling business down. I'll just do what Neo does, throw my sports cards at ComC. There you go. Get about the same results. And just sit back and wake up and, oh, here's another sports card influencer going to hell in a handbasket. Oh, here's another YouTube eBay influencer going to hell in a handbasket, not making his sales. What's going on, buddy? The truth is what's going on. Reality is what's going on. And maybe pandering to your audience on YouTube who buys a few things so you can monetize your channel, maybe that's crashing and burning too. I hope one of these big YouTube influencers watches my channel too. Because you know what? If you're a big YouTube influencer and your channel's crashing and burning, I'm the audience that loves to watch you crash and burn. You want to know why? It's because all your advice has done nothing but led to a bunch of people crashing and burning with a bunch of lies spewed out from eBay, YouTube, and eBay YouTube influencers, as well as sports card influencers. So enjoy it, living in your hell. Because I've been living in the hell for years, and I'm starting to figure things out for myself, and I'm going, you know what? You guys are just a bunch of BSers, man. Should have just done my original plan, not been caught up in the bullshit, the lies, the schemes. Anyway, that's all I have today. I guess I just love watching y'all crash and burn. I'm out of here. Bye.